Okay, Itamexkanaten, good morning. It is about 10 o'clock in the AM on Thursday, my favorite day of the week, November 11th, 2021, in the lunar cycle. That's when the rivers freeze over, our second winter moon. And because it's Veterans Day in the States and Remembrance Day up here, and we're celebrating war, everybody's got the day off, including me. So getting my day rolling a little bit late and starting off with the making of some grilled cheese sandwiches for me and Britt. We have probably a fun day ahead. Britt's getting herself ready in here, and we're gonna maybe take a drive. We got some, I don't know if we'll take a drive, but we may or may not, but we got some art stuff up for sure. We're gonna play, I think, a little bit with making resin stuff. Hey, resin jewel stuff for beadwork jewelry, like the kind that we use in the studio all the time, but also some other things. We want to take maybe the ashtray that Britt sculpted the other day from clay. I'll show you that. I don't know if I put it on any of my videos, but here's an idea of something. Maybe taking this, cleaning it up, and seeing if we can cast it in resin and trick it up a bit and do some stuff with that. Something like that. I don't know. We got all kinds of stuff to play with. We talked about maybe doing tattoos today too. Who knows? We got the day off. We're gonna play. So we'll see where it goes. Well, it is about an hour later now, and it's kind of a good thing that the makeup process takes as long as it does, because it turns out that I have a skunk in a trap here on the north side. So while Britt finishes up her thing, I am running off to pick up a skunk in, what do they call it? The highlands, the uplands? I don't know. I think it's the uplands on the north side, the highlands on the west. Anyway, let's go get this skunk. Okia pikai. Itamexkanaten. Kita pau. Mini. This is only the second skunk that I've moved in the last week, which is probably one more than I moved the week before this. Business has been super slow with the small mammals, and I'm not sure why that is this time of year. I don't think typically it's quite this slow, although it does slow down. But I don't know. I talked about some of this in the last video. Let's let this girl free here. Pretty sure this is a big old mama. Do I got the right end? I don't. There you go, miss. And off she roams. She's probably going to end up in this culvert just on the other side. Anyhow, back home and on with the day. Alright, so another hour has passed and we are at the Lethbridge Park Place Mall, where we have a brand new Dollarama that we've never even been in. Looks like the biggest Dollarama in town. So we are on the hunt for molds and stuff like that to use with the resin. So we're gonna probably check out the Dollarama as well as the Michaels. See what they've got. We're looking at different molds and stuff. I think so. What's that?
I don't know.
Do we need that? Soft type resin.
Anyway.
See, I don't think this is the same resin that I even bought, hey? I think we just need mold to use that resin. I don't know. Because this is a UV resin, which is different, hey? But the molds is probably still work.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure shit out. Come on, baby girl. You can come up. You can come up. Yeah, we just got home and we found Lucy at the bottom of the steps. Where are you going? Come on, inside. Come here. Come here. Yeah, we found her at the bottom of the steps and she never goes up and down the steps. So she probably was trapped. She probably somehow went down the steps following Polly, no doubt. Brat dog. And got stuck down there. So anyway, we got a bunch of cool stuff to play with for our art project, and I'll lay out some of that stuff so we can look at what we bought, what we're gonna try. First of all, we got a caulking gun with some silicone from the hardware shop. Not at all sure that this is going to be exactly what we need to make molds, but we are in experimentation mode, so we'll see when we once we've played with it. All right, open up the Michaels bag because that's got a bunch of the stuff. We spent some decent money at Michaels. Got a big box of clear casting resin to play with, along with some molds, little gummy bear type molds, which we can do lots of things with. Britt wanted them molds for sure. And then some glittery paint stuff that we can put into the resin. And these are little like butterfly necklace holders that we can fill with resin and stuff. Different glitters and flecks and sparkles shit. And what is this? Oh yeah, pyramid. Hey, silicone mold for pyramid paperweights. So that's the Michaels goods, but wait, there's more, I believe. Is there not did we get something from the dollar store that applies? Oh yeah, we got plastic cups, because we're sure gonna need cups to mix all of our different stuff in. We got let's see, got some spoons, plastic spoons to mix stuff with. We got some more different glitter. Did we get any we didn't get any kind of paint, eh? Another set of some glittery colors, and the rest is for the dogs, I believe. We bought some. We did some like impulse shopping too. This isn't really impulse. We need a new screen door handle, so I got some of that. We need to get the stink out of our carpet, so I got some of that. And
where's my stuff?
The Marshall stuff that's on the table. And Britt bought this shelf. Why are you hiding?
Because why are you
Weirdo.
recording me, weirdo?
Because you're on Ryan TV. You want to see what's from the Marshalls? No? Ryan got sweatpants. Generic gray sweatpants. Because I was in need of some of that stuff. Where do you want to put that? This marble shelf. Okay, but what we learned from Friday night was that people crash into this wall because it's at the top of the stairs when they're not in, got all their shit together. That'd be cool. Hey, we could put it in here. Yes, we could. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, oh yeah. Cool.
Cool.
You can do that. Yeah, so we did a little bit of impulse shopping. Not too much, because I had no real money. But we haven't been out of the house doing any shopping for a few days, so, you know, a little bit. Hey, we need to blow some cash. And we got some food. I got. We did. Well, sometimes you need to, like, to spend a couple bucks just for your sanity, you know? Got the dogs their favorite duck treats from the Dollarama. We established that it is Dollarama and not Dollarama, which has been an ongoing debate. However, the announcer in the Dollarama itself said, "Thank you for shopping at Dollarama." Got some like dry pork bits. Ew.
Where's my stuff?
Don't suck that. It's over here. You want to show?
No. Can you not?
You should have taken your kit. Yeah, she got Arby's. I got enchilada. What you got in there? What'd you buy?
I just bought stuff.
What stuff?
I bought a candle. That's what I bought.
Oh yes, that's right.
It smells really good.
Yeah.
There.
Okay.
Can you stop?
All right. We'll check out what we make.
Oops. You messing me up.
I'm sorry. Don't pay attention to me, man. I just wanted to capture the beauty of the little jewels being created. It's a little golden. So we started off with Britt's pyramid.
That's
which is, I don't know, it's over here. And it's curing, but it's very bubbly. We'll see what it looks like when it's done curing. I think we might have mixed the mix, like, just in terms of stirring too fast, because I'm stirring this one super slow. There's definitely less bubbles, but I don't know if it's getting stirred. You know?
Yeah, I stirred it way too fast. I forgot.
Yeah, slow, hey? But when you mix in that stuff,
You
it
don't
doesn't
really
really
notice the
matter.
bubbles.
Yeah. Bubbles just glitter. Also went out in the backyard and grabbed a couple of, like, the heads of these old poppy seed heads and some other plant that I just painted to look like lavender, but it's not lavender, but it'll look like it. I'm going to put that in the cube, which I may or may not also turn into a dice, but maybe not, because then one of the numbers would put all the plants upside down. I don't know. Could just be a paperweight, but yeah, having fun.
Yeah.
What are you doing with those nasty old newspapers? I think it's about time to replace those, eh? Yeah. All right, a couple of days have passed. It is now almost noontime on Saturday, November 13th, which happens to be Mahoney's birthday. I offered to take her to coffee this morning, but our timing, our schedules just ain't working out right. I'm in town just briefly. I came in, we slept over at Britt's mom and dad's place, Lisa and Curtis, last night. And I just came in to check on the dogs, check on the animals, make sure they had all their needs taken care of. It wasn't too gross in here. I cleaned house a little bit since I had a little time. Britt was sleeping in. And I made us coffee. So I'm bringing us nice Starbucks Pike Place coffee, you know, but home pressed. And with a little bit of this coffee enhancer caramel macchiato stuff, which I haven't tried yet, but I normally buy the Bailey's caramel, but they were all out of Bailey's because there was a sale over there or whatever. And our toothbrushes. We need our toothbrushes. It's waiting for a toothbrush. So I'm going to bring those out, but I wanted to show you really quick the results of our experiment. I'll start with my block, which didn't turn out so great. I mean, the flower arrangement is pretty awesome. If you look at it from like on this side, it looks pretty good. I got to clean it up. The problem is there's so many bubbles, and I don't think the glitter that I embedded in the resin did me any good. I think it just makes it look more bubbly, right? But I had big bubbles like here, and that was probably due to the way that I set the arrangement in there, because it had fallen over on itself, and then I scooped it back and had to stabilize it. I think if I make it right stable to begin with, maybe coat the arrangement before I insert it into the block, and then just do a nice slow insertion. The next one will turn out better. I'm still gonna sand it down, buff it up and everything, and do what I can with it. It was the first experiment, you know, it's an artifact. Here's Britt's pyramid, which actually I think turned out better than mine. I thought it was gonna be too cloudy, but it's not. I think she could have added another couple of polished rocks and made it really nice, but again, we're just learning this stuff, and this is pretty good. So that's our pyramid. The gummy bears turned out awesome. Look at this. Only problem is we poured too deep, right? So where the ears come should cut off about there, but it's poured an extra 1/4 inch deep, so we're gonna have some sanding to do on these guys if we want to make them pretty useful. But yeah, gummy bears, and those turned out cool. And the jewels, the little pendants and stuff, look very nice. They already have holes in them from the mold, so you don't have to drill holes or anything. And I'll see if I pop one out and show you here. Look at how it looks there, hey? So this could be an earring, necklace, pendant, whatever. It's got the little hole already in it. It's ready to roll. So this was cool. We're gonna do much more of this. We're gonna learn ourselves some resin art. Actually, I'm thinking about, of course, again, going back to the clay and making the mold. We still have to do that for the ashtray. I'm also been thinking the last couple days, something I would like to try to do as a project is make a real cool chess set with molds so that I can reproduce it. I don't know what the theme will be, but we'll see. Anyway, that's how they turned out. I'm gonna head back out to Lisa and Curtis's now, bring Britt her toothbrush and coffee, and move into this day. Probably take the camera along if there's anything interesting. Otherwise, this might be the end of this video. I don't know. We'll see.